What's up, everybody? We're back to playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, but I'm going to start playing some online gameplay this time around. Only problem is I can't play any of my setup decks, not even my personalized decks like Cosmo or Six Samurai. See? I'm pretty much stuck with the game's setup decks, but I guess it's has to be done just to avoid any forbidden card use or whatever. Still dumb. Could go with Maladulge. Gatekeepers. Go with Kaiba. Hope everybody's doing well. There's a nice amount of people who are gonna check it out my video about the my time at C2E2 yesterday. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out so you can see what I got from the event. And I didn't mention how they definitely organized, which is kind of cool. It was they kind of organized in a way where it's well, of course they follow COVID protocols and what have you, but with make sure when you come in, you actually have to have your vaccination card with you. And I always keep mine in my wallet because you never know. But the way they set up the organization, it kind of feels the same, but there's certain things then because obviously certain parts of the arena is spaced out. Okay. Here we go. So it was still fun. That was gracious of him. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not used to this kind of deck. I guess it kind of makes it even between two online players. Set the pendulum scale. Yeah, this is not looking good. And that is one hell of a move. Wow, he did it in 2 turns. I mean, this is a ranked match. It doesn't even let me check out. I just find it weird that you can't just choose a created deck yourself. I mean, I get it, you know, some people might make like created decks and add in you can't have like added cards, whatever, that's illegal, whatever. You're good, man. That was a good move. I mean, like, sometimes a lucky cannon is all you need, but wow, that just like devastated me in one fell swoop. Didn't even have time to even get the option to surrender, because I knew, yeah, I ain't had a good hand at all. So at least put up a bit of a struggle. But yeah, anyway, the event, they have it, certain sections of the area spaced out to avoid clumping, but by and large, they had like a good setup. Of course, next year the event's gonna be in August, and I think that in the foreseeable future will be like, instead of like in the spring, having in August, where it's like relatively fall like nice weather. It's like tail end of the summer, but not reaching the front edge of fall. So that little nice in between, because Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker himself, was at the event. He was like one of the highlights there. But even though I really wanted to see him, it's like all this COVID protocol. Somebody posted like they snuck a video and they posted on Twitter of them in line, and they see like obviously not supposed to do it, because like the video was like he had to put down the video to avoid getting caught. But you see Hayden Christensen with like masks, and they had these little plexiglass thing with the hole at the bottom so they can get give the people the signatures and what have you and whatever. And it's like, in a way, it looks so depressing. And I know it's like, obviously they had to do that for safety of everybody involved, but it's like that. I hope, I'm praying by next year we actually get some kind of like, they can do away with the whole plexiglass thing, maybe not the mask, but it's like be able to have that like physical presence, being in the physical presence of individuals. And because that's the fun part of meeting a celebrity, being able to like, maybe obviously not all in their personal space, but be able to be in their vicinity without this barrier. It kind of like cheapens it in a way to me. And like hopefully like next year, because I met Jason, not Jason, Jason Faust, or the Red Time Force Ranger. He was there again this year, and I passed by his booth, but I already met him last year, and I figured like I don't know about next year. It all depends on, because in 2019 I really wanted to see Paul Rudd, because he was there and he was like the highlight of C2E2 in 2019. But it's like, I didn't have the extra scratch to go stand in line to go meet him and get his picture, even though that would have been awesome, because he's we didn't know at that time, but he was definitely one of the, like, in recent months he's been like one of the sexiest, one of the sexiest man alive. But yeah, so it's all like, I really wanted to see Hayden Christensen, but it's like it's just so impersonal. He's like awesome, but I don't know. It all depends, maybe next year, hopefully, because I don't know. It all depends. We'll see what happens next year. But it's, it was fun. It was a fun time, and like they followed COVID protocols, but it was just like, for the most part, anybody who's been inside the building, all vaccinated. So it's like no worries. It's like everybody's in there have like a vaccination card. They been vaccinated or bonus got the booster shot. So it's like not worried about catching anything from anybody. And of course, we still follow, like, keep, because you have to still keep the mask on for the bulk of your time there. And like, the few times I had to take my mask off is like if like nobody's in my general vicinity, like when I was like charging my phone, outside the main arena, or when like the few times I want to take a picture without my mask, because like, it's just like when I take a picture with I for the most part want to keep it down, because in the future I do not want to remind myself by having all these masks, at least for the most part, like, people who taking a picture with me, will have their mask still up. So it's just that, I personally don't want to remind myself that I had to, wear a mask throughout this entire year, because 2020 sucked so much balls, and then 2021 is only a little bit better, but not just year yet. And you never know what's going to happen in 2022. It's just going to be, maybe reaching the precipice of getting, around this crap. So, like when I went out to on Halloween, and it's like, yeah, this, I expected to do a bar crawl, but I ended up just, hanging out at the first bar on the list and just chatting with the bartender and the people visiting from New York, and just hung out and just have fun that way. Didn't really do much bar crawling. Normally I go to a these booze cruise things for Halloween, but I still did not feel comfortable being like on a smallish location on a boat, with no way out, and like odds are clumped together, and it's like I don't feel that comfortable yet, because there's no way for me to get out if it gets too close, because I don't know what kind of, if they was checking for vaccination cards, I imagine they would have to get on the boat, but still did not feel that up to it. At least with C2E2, like, it's so much space that you don't have to worry about being lumped together with anybody. Trying to make a good odd eyes dark magician deck, either sweeps or bricks like a motherfucker. I tried testing out this online match before I decided to do like a video to post, because I tried out like what's his name, Zane's deck, and it's not my kind of Zane deck, but it served its purpose. This is what I was afraid of playing this. It's like, maybe hopefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, whether it's probably coming out, if not the end of this month, probably some point January. Because I hate it when they give like these generic release dates, like winter or first quarter, spring, and it's like, oh god, just don't. And just say date to be determined. If you're not confident when you're gonna have this thing come out, and you're only getting generic seasonal releases, just don't bother. Oh, that's nice. Because this another Yu-Gi-Oh game was released like a few days ago called Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel for the Nintendo Switch, and I saw, you know, a few people playing that. It looks like, you know, kid Yu-Gi-Oh! In a way. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be representing a new generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what happened to Vrains, because Vrains only had like what, 1 or 2 seasons. I was like, you know, I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting till like I get through already went through Duel Monsters. I gotta go through GX, 5Ds, Zexo, Arc 5 before I get to Vrains, which is on Amazon Prime. But like what, it's like I only saw like 1 season up so far, at least what I can remember. It's like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains didn't seem like you know, carried. Then again, it wasn't on cable like the previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff was, so I would not know how many seasons were keep going on, because the others lasted a while. At least 5Ds had at least 3 seasons. You can at least make it 3 seasons bare minimum, unless like 5Ds they had some kind of contractual problems, whatever like that. You know, I tried, you know, I remember, I'm not sure if it was like, possibly it was like last year, I recall some on Twitter posts about, like, I thought it was some kind of fan made, or at least a passion project thingy of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Voiceover audition. I auditioned but never got the part, but then this game came out and it just kind of, I got like an inkling of you know, something that came to mind. It's like, didn't these characters kind of look familiar, and like I could have sworn there was like a thing, but then there was like this girl, like, I think I follow, at least I think I follow, I see her on Twitter every now and again, this Asian girl who I think she live in New York or Jersey or something like that, and she got a voice role in, like, I guess like the female lead or female supporting character, something like that, in that game. And now you're not supposed to do this not only as like a voice actor but actor in general, that you know, begrudge another person for getting a part, or at least being a part of something that you did not get a part of. And I would love to have like a part in like any Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing, because it's my favorite anime, right next to like Pokemon. And I don't, you know, you shouldn't, and I try to keep in mind, don't, you know, besmirch another person for getting a part of something like that, you know, that you wanted but didn't get. It's just, you wasn't a good fit for it kind of situation, and you just keep moving, and you know, eventually you'll get a part in something. But you always, you're human, you still get that feeling, and nobody begrudges you for having that feeling, but it's just what you do about it is what matters. So I'm not trying to, like, you know, get, you know, I try not to be all whatever about it, but it's like, I was like, you know, it still gets you, you know, every once in a while. For the most part, like, I don't care, but this one probably, you know, stuck out with me more so because it's my favorite anime. So I guess personally it's kind of like getting to me more so than any other thing. But it's okay. Oh, seriously, you can't find a match? Try to at least get like a couple of matches. I knew like this online thing is going to probably like take a hot minute, but at least I can make a, you know, get 2 matches out of 1 video, because I don't want to let it drag on, you know, into an hour. Wow. A rank. Hope everybody enjoyed like me enjoy my videos.
Wait, Thomas up.
Oh,
Great.
sorry about that. My phone's crazy. Speaking of auditions, I managed to at least get a couple of them, some new ones taken care of last night after I made my videos of reviewing Cardcaptor Sakura season 1 and 2, which you can definitely check out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, so it all depends on how everything turns out. Let's keep on moving. Oh boy. Is it seriously no magic cards? Doing a Reginald Castle deck, this might be an issue, because anything after GX moving forward, like 5D's moving forward, is a little bit of an issue if I'm playing with, you know, well, especially like dual monsters level kind of cards, because when you're dealing with like Synchro or XZs, they tend to dominate older, I won't say older models, but like certain cards that you're playing just won't do well against, you know, more quote unquote modern archetypes of decks. That's not looking good. I'll find a player match and try to go with something else. Matter of fact, what you say, tried and true, you say. Anybody looking forward to the new Matrix movie? Because I'm definitely am. I'm just not going to see it on the week of Christmas. I'm gonna wait till like the week after. It's funny because like just like with like Spider-Man and like, you know, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, like, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 2 and then you know, OG Spider-Man 3 are not looked upon favorably, but it's just maybe it's like the nostalgia of it and like the certain components. Like I did my review on those movies, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. You know, with the Matrix movies now, even though everybody agrees, like, you know, well, especially Matrix Revolutions are not considered good movies still, but there's possibly some nuances. I haven't rewatched those in a while, but I imagine there is some things you can pull from those, regardless of the bad quality of those films. But it's just that it's more so with the nostalgia and the Keanu Reeves renaissance that's been going on since John Wick 1. And it's like, and this man does not freaking age, I swear. I don't know what people say, like, I don't age. Keanu Reeves definitely does not age. You know, there was a girl at my job just a couple of days ago assumed I was 19 years old. And when I told her I'm 33, she was like, no, you're not, you're 19. I thought you was 19. And maybe it's because maybe I cut off, you know, pop, and that probably helps. But you know, and I drink more water than I do like pop. Well, you know, like I cut off pop altogether. Every once in a while I might have it. Even then it's just Sprite. And maybe I have one, depending on how long it's been, and I'm at like some kind of family gathering, like a barbecue or something, and like I might indulge myself and have one can of, you know, pop or something like that. But by and large, you know, I really don't care about drinking pop like that. I got used to it as a kid. And I try, you know, do my best to like take care of myself with what like I eat and drink. Like I include a lot more vegan stuff in my diet. And that's all I have. Like, but I'm definitely gonna like indulge myself for dinner after I go see Spider-Man 3 this Thursday, because I want to get myself like a small pizza at this place, you know, across my you know, just like a, you know, across the street from my apartment complex. It has been a minute since I had, you know, pizza. Like many months. And I know exactly what I'm gonna get, because usually what I always get is like you know, extra tomato sauce, very light on the cheese. During, like, I really don't really like cheese like that. Pepperoni, sausage, pineapple, but I'm thinking about adding like black olives, because, like, you know, it just dawned on me, I used to have black olives on my pizza, and I haven't done that in so long. I was like, oh, I'll include black olives in it. If I'm feeling up to it, I might have like a small fry on the side. Just, I wanted to, like, just enjoy my day. This is gonna be like a great day for me. But I won't make a spoiler video on that movie until, since I'm seeing it so early, I'm gonna wait until like Friday evening before I make a video talking about it. And I'm gonna put in big letters, spoiler alert, so you can clearly understand there's a spoiler review, so you don't click on it unless you actually have seen it, because buyer beware, you will be spoiled. Okay, I'll just do this one match, and hopefully, you know, it goes a little bit better than the previous two. Shoot. In the rush duel thing, it's going off the, that's another reason I don't bother with it, because just like with Duel Links, they kind of cut out main phase 2 and they still stuck with the whole 3-panel layout thing, and like, that's not how I freaking play Yu-Gi-Oh! Good. Let's rev it up. I'm curious about that archetype of the Mecha Phantom Beast. Just pretty much different aerial crafts. Oh boy, I should have guessed he probably had synchro. There's nothing I can do at this point. Alright. I mean, I'll probably do another one at some point. And it's not gonna be like a daily thing. Just whenever I feel like playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll hop onto multiplayer, see like what can I, get some playtime out of this. Don't know how can I switch off the whole mic situation. It looks like it's just on there, just to have it on there, but no clue on how to cut it off. So there's that. Don't know if anybody even hears me. Hopefully not. But anyway, I'm gonna turn on the switch and hop back into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Take care.